I am personally getting really, really tired of having concerns, talking about those concerns, then being told by Republicans in MAGA that there's no reason to be concerned, that we're overreacting and need to just calm down, and then having those concerns proven to be valid. This is some news coming out of Idaho that Idaho Republicans have filed a resolution to repeal marriage equality. They are asking for the Supreme Court to revisit the Obergefell decision, which established marriage equality nationwide. They want to argue that the Supreme Court decision that recognizes same-sex marriage oversteps, and that this is an issue that needs to be returned to the states, and states individually need to decide. Where have we heard that argument before? We heard that argument with Roe v. Wade, and we know how that turned out. Speaking of Roe v. Wade and it being returned to the states, one of the things that I've been hearing from people for the last year is, well, it's not going to be like, there's not going to be like a federal ban on it. Like that's not going to happen. It's the states get to decide. If you watched my video yesterday, you know that Andy Briggs from Arizona is proposing a national federal abortion ban. And I know it definitely doesn't sit well with many, many people that we have Supreme Court justices sitting on the Supreme Court that were appointed by Trump in his last term that have stated they would like to revisit the Obergefell decision. And before anybody tries to get up in arms and tell me that, well, the Respective Marriage Act exists. Yes, it does. I know it does. But I've also been paying attention to things that are getting filed within Congress this year. And based on what I'm seeing, I have no doubt in my mind that if Obergefell was overturned, something will be submitted to undo the Respective Marriage Act. This is an issue I will be following very closely, so feel free to follow along and stay tuned.